Whatever you do, don't go bald.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Scrubs running gags.
Hey, girl's name.
What?
Hooch is crazy.
For this list, we'll be going over some of the best recurring jokes from the medical sitcom Scrubs. It's entirely possible we overlooked your favorite gag, since we're no Superman, so leave yours in the comments below. Number 10, the janitor's absurd stories.
Well, the good news is his head isn't in the storage room. I once found a head in the storage room. It's a funny story, actually.
The unnamed janitor who works at Sacred Heart, the hospital the show takes place in, is, well, quite the strange character. A compulsive liar, the janitor often tells outlandish stories about himself and his colorful past.
I was in the military.
Where did you come from?
If I find out you're wearing a bronzy without having served, I'm gonna make things uncomfortable for you.
These include everything from having formerly been in the janitor branch of the military to not believing in the moon.
I think it's just the back of the sun.
And the thing is, the guy's so weird, it's hard to know what's real and what's made up to mess with people. But that element of mystery is just part of what makes the janitor such a fun character.
Oh wait, now you're telling us that you're a world-class hurdler and you slept with the beautiful and irreplaceable Amy Carter?
I didn't sleep with Amy Carter. We did everything but.
Oh.
And I really was a world-class hurdler.
Number 9, the janitor's alter egos. Along with his penchant for lying, the janitor also loves pretending to be other people and taking up odd jobs in addition to his custodial work. He's even pretended to be chief of medicine.
Chief o' medicine?
I'm the chief of medicine, Bob Kelso. Who the hell is this?
I'm you. I'm talking to you from a future phone. By the way, sell all your gasoline stocks. Everything now runs on potatoes.
Depending on the day, these alter egos can be as simple as him putting on different accents, like British and German.
Am I the only one that knows the real you?
Who says this is the real me? Perhaps this is. Or this.
He also adopts more elaborate facades, however, like pretending to be his own twin brother Roscoe.
Why is he doing that?
I think he gets bored.
Perhaps his most recurring character is Dr. Janitor, his doctor persona, which he uses whenever he wants to literally play doctor.
We're going to have to let you go, Marv. But stiff upper lip.
I'm sorry, Dr. Etor.
Call me Jan.
Say what you will about the guy, but the janitor is quite the skilled actor. Number 8, calling JD girls' names.
Okay, Tina, here's what I'm prepared to offer you to relinquish the post of Godfather.
In many ways, Dr. Perry Cox proves to be a fantastic mentor to JD, but he's also incredibly abrasive and insulting to the young doctor. As part of his campaign of belittlement, Dr. Cox refers to his protege almost exclusively by various girls' names instead of his own.
Gladys, Ginger, Tiffany, no, Cheryl, Betsy, that's new.
Betsy, good morning. Let's make with a chop chop.
Dr. Cox can get pretty creative with these, and apparently puts a lot of thought into the practice. Mondays are apparently for names most common among specific ethnic groups. Then again, it's also funny when he doesn't put any effort in at all.
Hey, girl's name.
What?
Give me a break. I got a lot on my mind, Ellen. Oh!
While the whole thing may not do so much for JD's self-esteem, it's a great running gag. Number 7, the janitor's pranks. In addition to being a consummate liar, the janitor is also a grade A troll and prankster. The most frequent target of these tricks is JD, whom the janitor has a long-standing grudge against. He rarely passes up any opportunity to humiliate, embarrass, or bamboozle the goofy doctor.
Please enter the jiggly circle. Everybody else, on my signal, prepare to throw.
Bro.
Now.
Still, that doesn't mean other characters are exempt. The janitor doesn't give a damn about what most people think, so he'll even go after authority figures like Dr. Cox or even Dr. Kelso.
Where the hell is my car? I parked it right there. I know I parked it. God's sake, am I losing my mind?
It's always satisfying seeing him bring people down a peg, even if he sometimes suffers for it.
Really?
Really?
Number 6, Todd's innuendos. Dr. Todd Quinlan, better known as the Todd, is the hospital's resident horn dog. Women, men, Ms. Pac-Man, the Todd does not discriminate.
Oh, Miss Pac-Man, I would sex that bow right off your head. Eat those dots, you naughty, naughty girl.
And he will take any and every opportunity to twist the words in someone's mouth into an innuendo.
People think I just luck into these situations, but it's really a lot of hard work.
His timing is borderline supernatural, and he'll show up whenever someone says anything that can be even vaguely construed as sexual.
This sausage is huge!
Excuse me, ladies, I'm needed elsewhere.
The Todd knows when he's needed, and he evidently puts a lot of work into being there when people deliver a good setup.
What can we say? The Todd has a way with words.
You know, Doctor, I'm getting a little tired of the sexual innuendo.
In your endo.
Number 5. Hooch is crazy.
There's no beer in the fridge. You know what? We're gonna have to make a stop and pick up some hooch.
Yeah, Turk?
Sorry, man. I was talking about the beer.
That's no problem, buddy.
Sacred Heart is full of strange characters, but arguably the most unhinged is Dr. Hooch.
What do you mean, say hooch?
Oh my God, what? I'm a little busy.
I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what's happening right now.
Well, of course you're not. Because in your head, it's all about you, isn't it? Well, no more. Say hooch again, it will be the last thing you ever say.
At first a slightly severe surgeon, Hooch is gradually driven insane over the course of the show, at least in part as a result of JD and Turks' antics. Given to intense overreactions to things like people saying his name or following him around, Hooch gets more and more mad as the show goes on, which makes characters laughing off his comical criminal insanity all the funnier.
Who else thinks they're faster than me, huh? Huh?
Yo, Hooch is seriously crazy.
It only happens in JD's fantasy as he leaves Sacred Heart, but it was still incredibly satisfying to hear Hooch admit what we've known all along.
Hooch is crazy.
Number 4. Todd's high fives. In addition to his lewd remarks, the Todd is also famous for his love of high fives.
Todd, we high five on everything.
That's such a lame excuse. I'm totally pissed at you. High five.
He's so enthusiastic about them that he'll give 5 for just about any event. Not only that, but he's so strong that his high fives are usually accompanied by a whip crack sound effect and the other person experiencing a lot of pain.
Assisted 5, I'll take it.
And of course, he's gotta seal it with a snap. The Todd gives high fives so often that he even names them based on the situation.
No one? Self 5. For the big dog.
According to the overly enthusiastic surgeon, he's actually brought someone back to life with one. Whether that's true or not, the Todd's fives are divine in our books.
That's right. The Miracle 5.
Number 3. JD and Turks' friendship.
You're my closest friend. In college, we shared a toothbrush.
I was not aware of that.
We did.
JD and Turk have one of TV's greatest bromances. The two of them are so close that it can sometimes seem like they're in love. And they are, sort of, though not exactly romantically. Their friendship is a frequent source of humor, as they can sometimes go a little overboard.
I'm just saying, the only time you two haven't been together was our honeymoon. What?
It's time. No. Yes.
From being together on Turk's honeymoon to a full-blown musical number, Turk and JD's relationship is as funny as it is heartwarming.
And sometimes it's easier to hide
And explain our guy love, that's all it is.
And sure, other characters may lampoon the closeness of their friendship, but they're just jealous. We know we are.
Turk, we're not married.
Dude, we're a little married.
I know. I love it.
Number 2. The Rants of Dr. Cox. Dr. Cox can command a room.
Fine. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how it ends.
And when he gets particularly worked up about something, he tends to go on extended rants about the subject.
These usually involve haranguing his residents, particularly JD, but they also extend to things he generally dislikes.
Laverne believes in God, which is hilarious to me, and Ted is the hospital's sad sack.
The man has turned yelling and complaining into a veritable art form, and when his momentum gets going, it's impossible to look away or not to laugh as he manages to be threatening, instructive, and hilarious all at the same time. Still, he could go a little easier on Hugh Jackman.
And Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. How dare he?
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Eagle. Whenever JD soars, he's always so majestic.
Mount up.
Eagle!
Dr. Kelso calling Turk Turkleton. The man doesn't care that he gets Turk's name wrong, and it's hilarious.
Dr. Turkleton.
Actually, sir, it's Turk.
That's your first name.
You think my name is Turkleton?
And Mrs. Turkleton.
Ted's band. They may be called the Worthless Peons, but they've got legit pipes.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. Turn. He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone.
The Rage of Dr. Cox. The man's a great doctor, but boy does he have anger issues. JD and Turk's college flashbacks. Somehow this adorkable duo was even dorkier in the past.
Welcome to our lair. I'm an 8th level ogre magi with invisibility, and this is Randall.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. JD's fantasies. If there's one running gag that defines Scrubs, it's JD's fantasies.
Yeah, I got something to say to Dr. Cox. I'm gonna give you the best damn evaluation that you ever did see.
Always in his own head, JD has a very active imagination. This leads to a lot of funny and frequently elaborate fantasies on his part. Although other characters get a few of their own, JD's are easily the most recognizable, and when he does snap out of them, his commentary on them makes for excellent non sequiturs.
Stay away from my organs.
What we wouldn't give to live in his head for a day.
Oh, great. There he goes off into his fantasy world. Now I'm stuck here waiting until he snaps out of it with some weird comment.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.